So this week is a very monumental week in my life, and it's because I'm finally quitting my job to pursue full-time trading. Futures trading right now, then I'm gonna diversify back into Forex trading, which is where my journey started in 2020. And then I'm also going to continue to diversify my funds through swing trading stocks possibly, and also position trading stocks. Also may do some swing trading on the Forex side of things as well. But initially we're gonna just diversify into Forex prop firms again at the end of this year. So I'm looking forward to all that. And people might see this and be like, dude, you're not even making that much money. Why are you going full time? And honestly, it's because I've got the self-belief. I believe in myself, and I love trading. I love just sticking to the process, and I love the grind of it. And I love that there's no ceilings in this game. There's no ceilings in this game. And as you guys could see, if you have tapped into some of my previous videos, I've had days where I've made 6 months of what I'd make, or 3 months of what I'd make at this job. So it's time for me, honestly, to take that leap of faith and to apply more pressure to myself and apply more pressure in my trading so that I can take things to the level that I know that they will get to. I've got the ultimate self-belief in myself, and that comes from being a football player in the past. I believed I was going to the NFL. Nobody could tell me that I wasn't. Didn't make it, but it made it a smooth pivot to this trading game where you've got to have that self-belief, or else you've got no shot. And also, I'm going to school. I'm going to grad school to get a degree in finance, moving out to California, Orange County, where I'll be able to connect with like-minded people and just be able to strengthen my network a lot stronger than it is now. I've got a very immensely strong network right now, but I really want to get out there and share value with people, and also receive value back out on the coast at Cal State Long Beach. So I'm excited for that. And obviously, getting into the world of finance traditionally, I'll be able to build connections that I'll be able to fall back on. I don't even want to say if the trading doesn't get to where I know it'll be, or where I believe it'll be in the next year or so, but it's good to have something to fall back on, although I believe that I won't have to fall back on it. And I'll go ahead and restate that and say I know that I won't have to fall back on it, but it's always good to have plans in action, right? Plans in place. So we're excited, man. This is my second to last day at this job. I stayed here for 2.5 years, and I'm grateful for it. Very grateful for it. This job gave me the opportunity to travel the world. I was only making 21 bucks an hour, but I took this job straight out of college. Just got done playing college football, and I took the job so that I could trade. I had to make sure that I got a job where I had time to trade, and this job did it for me perfectly. I got the perfect time to trade. And when I took this job initially, I was only in the office Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And on Monday and Friday, I was essentially doing nothing and getting paid to do nothing. Also at that time, I still have a buddy that works for American Airlines, 2 buddies, and they gave me the free pass deal. So I got the opportunity to travel the world while learning how to trade. And it just opened up my eyes to what is possible. It opened up my eyes, and I got a taste of what I would have in the future. I believe that God allowed me to do that so I could never become, trying to think of the word, but stagnant, I guess. God gave me that vision and allowed me to live the life of a multi-million-dollar trader already, flying first class, flying to Australia, London, a few times, Paris, Argentina, New York, Florida, Cali, you name it. We did it back in 2023 while sharpening my axe in trading. And it was only because God allowed me to. I was blessed enough to have this job where I had the time freedom, and I got to really live that life of a traveling trader before I was even profitable. Before I had made any payouts, before I'd taken any payouts or taken any substantial amount from trading, made any substantial amount from trading. So man, this place has really been a blessing to me, but it's beneath me now. I believe that I won't have to work for anybody ever again, and that's something that I really stand on and say. I also have goals to, as I say full-time trading, that's not me saying that I'm only gonna trade, right? I have business goals. I have goals to reinvest profits into real estate, possibly. And also just to diversify my trading as well. As I already stated previously in this video, diversification in trading is essentially like having different businesses in play, right? Of course, it's good to, stack your chips in one basket before you start to diversify. So that's what I'm doing now, building profits in Forex or in the futures prop firm world, and then diversifying whenever our profits reach to where we believe they will be. I'm excited though. I'm very excited. I've also got goals to, this is why I'm making YouTube videos, so that I can show people that I am who I say I am, and just to be able to verify that I know what I'm talking about and that I'm not just some scammy guy that's just hopping on here and saying, oh, I made 50K today, I made 50K this month. No, I've gone from making $0 to pulling in 20K this year in the first 5 months of the year by sticking to a plan and by continually looking at myself and not lying to myself. Of course, I had those days where I just lose by not sticking to my plan, and I just wouldn't even revisit that in my brain. But I'm not a guy that can just stick to that and live in delusion. So I ended up coming back into the game time after time again and just rewiring my brain, as I always say on here, rewiring my brain, looking deep inside of myself and finding out what I need to do, what changes I needed to make in my personal life and on the charts. And it's working for me now. It's working for me now. I'm blessed, but I cut myself off. I've got goals to do some trading performance consulting whenever I build a viable track record that I can show to people. Would love to work with like-minded traders and people that are just really serious about this game, right? I don't want to work with just anybody. I want to work with people that are serious about making this thing happen for them. As you guys can see by the way I'm speaking, I'm very serious about it, and I don't want to work with anybody that's, I wouldn't say less serious than me, because I'm very serious about this and not everyone has to be this intentional. But I want to work with traders that want this to work for them and that approach this in a very professional manner. I don't want to just work with anybody, as I previously stated. But we're happy, y'all. We're finally getting out of the day-to-day regular deal. Although, as I already said, I'm very blessed to have this job, have had this job. It allowed me to fund my dream and allowed me to fund capital or fund prop firms. So yeah, got a lot from this place, paid off a lot of credit. It's honestly kind of surreal, but at the same time, it's not, because I knew this day would come, and I knew that there would be a time when I had to take the leap of faith, and I would have to step into my calling and be who I was called to be. I'm an entrepreneur. My mom's an entrepreneur. It's in the blood. It's in the family blood. It's in the genes, and we don't want regular. We don't want regular. I don't want regular. I'm not a regular person. And if you know me or know me personally, or like I said in a previous video, ask about me. I'm not a regular person. I'm about this grind and I'm about this work. So when I go to California, it's not gonna be all fun and games. I'm gonna be in the most beautiful place in the world, essentially, one of a very successful county in Orange County. I've got the chance to visit there like 10 times in 2023 whenever I was flying for free while still working here. So it's kind of just beautiful to see everything just culminating right now. All the places I've been, all the trials and just all the risks that I've taken finally starting to blossom, finally starting to give me profit, and not just profit in a monetary sense, but profit on an internal scale that is carrying over to the external. So I'm really excited, and I just want to hop on here and just let you guys know that we are out. No more pushing chairs around. And honestly, man, this was a very easy job. I got blessed. Low pressure job just gave me a chance to just simply focus on the charts. Shout out to my parents for giving me a place to live. I mean, we're African, so it's regular for people to stay with their parents, Africans to stay with their parents for as long as they need to. No pressure. I just had no pressure, y'all. But now the pressure's starting to build up. We're gonna have bills. Just got a new car, paying $400 a month for it. Sexy car too, it's a pretty sexy whip. But the McLaren's gonna be on the way in the next 3 years or so. We're gonna give it some time. Whenever we're making a lot of money, I'm gonna stack for a couple years before we make big profit, or before we make big purchases. I'd say about 2 years. And then I'm gonna have to start playing around with it. Smart, in a smart way though. But if you guys made it all the way through, I appreciate you guys. Lose money professionally. On to the next. I'll see you guys in Cali.